now, Mando. Matt Heywood here from the Star Wars Time Show to break down all of the Easter eggs and Star Wars references found in The Mandalorian Redemption, aka S1E8, the finale one. Up first is an awesome visual reference joke to showcase just how bad Imperial Stormtroopers are at shooting things, which happens when the two scout troopers can't seem to hit some debris from a few feet away. Classic bad aim on display here. The next egg is in the form of an E-web cannon, which Gideon deploys to try and flush out the good guys. You probably first saw one in the Battle of Hoth. Up next is what I'll call a series of references, so count them how you like. But when Gideon is dropping his subtle threats, he reveals that Cara Cynthia Dune is from Alderaan, a pretty famous Star Wars planet, while also confirming Mando's name of Din Djarin, which we posted weeks ago by the way. He also mentioned the Siege of Mandalore and the Night of 1,000 Tears, which have to be references to moments we've seen or heard about from animated Star Wars, namely the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. During the same Siege of the Cantina, we also hear Cara mention a Mind Flayer, which sounds a bit Stranger Things / D&D, but she could be referencing a being like the Borgali from Rogue One. Being locked down in a Star Wars bar must be ripe for eggs and references, because during Mando's full flashback, we finally get to see who saved him, and while it being Mandalorians wasn't a surprise, the eggs lay in their armor and sigil, which is that of House Vizsla, so based on the Clone Wars time period, Mando may have very well been saved by members of Death Watch. We got a bit of Gideon's past revealed too, and he's a bit eggy considering he was an Imperial Security Bureau agent for the Emperor, which is the same force that Agent Kallus belonged to in Rebels. It's also probably why he knows so much about Din, Cara, grief, and Mandalorian culture in general. As the plot needed to get the heroes to a new location, it gave us another egg in the form of the Incinerator Trooper, which if anything else is an egg for a recent Black Series helmet release. Speaking of helmets, I have to highlight the fact that Din took off his and revealed Prince Oberon's face. Thanks to the armorer, we got our first mention of Jedi, which Mandos refer to as sorcerers, and she even mentioned the Jedi-Mando War, which essentially canonizes the likes of Revan, Malak, and other Old Republic tales told about the Mandalorian Wars. The armorer gives us another item of note when she forges the Mudhorn sigil onto Din's armor, providing a callback to Episode 2 and his bond with the child. This may be a cheap one, but you never know who's keeping score, so I'm throwing in the Lava River of Navarro, which is akin to the lava rivers on Mustafar. This next one may not be a full-on egg for Star Wars itself, but it did remind me of the fandom, so the Mecha R2 Light we get on the lava barge makes the list just because he reminds me of some fan art I've seen of R2 being all roided up like this Fan Zhang piece. And our final item of note is a doozy and will surely lead to a few plot threads in Season 2, but that is the reveal that Gideon has the Dark Saber, a treasured Mandalorian relic forged by the first Mandalorian Jedi, Tar Vizsla. Let me know what I missed by leaving a comment below, and I will definitely miss you all as the show goes into hiding until Season 2, but that doesn't mean the Star Wars Time team won't keep cranking out content, so make sure to be following us across our platforms. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subbing to our YouTube channel. We'd also love for you to join in with our weekly Star Wars podcast, so use the links in this video's description, or head to StarWarsTime.net to subscribe to the platform of your choice. There's always time for Star Wars Time, and remember, if you listen to the Star Wars Time show, the Force will be with you, always.